Hello there everybody, the Hat Person here, and welcome back to some more Senran Kagura Shinovi Versus. And now, the music is different from before, because everybody's in the hospital, they're all coughing up blood, they're all puking, they're all bad stuff is happening to them after getting beat up, but not really. I don't know how that thing works, it's weird. But anyway, they left all the food here, the tea here is still warm, I can't drink it. Unfortunately, there's no drink button. I can watch TV, which apparently is just like a bunch of random pictures. I think Hibari loaded up like a slideshow of all of her pictures, and that's just infinitely playing on a loop now. Yeah, we're seeing bunnies and stuff, so that isn't like entirely out of the question. It's so sad, very sad that everybody's gone. So I guess Asuka is the only character that we can use right now. Daidoji doesn't really count because she's a DLC character and she's not really technically a part of the story. So yeah. So as we established before, I think we're going to take one episode in order to go to the store, buy some stuff, and then maybe do a little bit of dress up. Obviously, the only girl that we can use right now is Asuka. I don't know if we can change it around right now. I don't think we can, for the sake of the story. But, yeah, we're going to dedicate at least one episode to that. Or maybe we can do that, and then maybe, like, the initial dialogue scene of the first mission. Because, from here on out, as soon as you begin a chapter... Actually, let's go in right now while we're talking about it. As soon as you begin a chapter... Chapter 1 was kind of an irregular sort of thing. Yeah, you can't really... I'm trying to switch from one character to the other, and I can only go with Asuka and Daidoji. Alright then. So with all the other ones, as soon as you choose the very first mission, you automatically move to all the other ones. And there's a total of 5 missions for every chapter, so you're going to be able to use every single character. Now here specifically in Chapter 3, you only have Asuka, so I'm assuming that for the rest of this chapter is only going to be her. I don't know, but yeah, this is the one. Yeah, we're probably... I don't see myself taking too long in the dress-up room and all that kind of stuff, because in my 100% playthrough, I already had kind of like a definitive way of dressing everybody up, but again, that's with me buying everything. So, there we go, that's enough of me explaining. Let's actually go. It's been 3 minutes and I haven't done anything, I've just been talking. But then again, you know, Let's Play series are all about hearing people talk, huh? But then again, you do want to see some action flowing around here, so let's take a look around. We don't have a lot of money, to be honest. For these last two things, for the pics and the music, I usually save all of that till the very end. Like, I usually don't buy any of that, because it's, like, stuff that... They're just extras that you don't even look at until you actually get bored of the game. You start to look at something new. The opening movie, that's so ridiculous. Why would you have to buy the opening movie? Like, I'd rather just restart the game, boot it up, and then just wait until I see it again. Like, that's so ridiculous. Anyway, you have all of these music CDs that you can listen to on your own time. Yep, extras. I do recall that I wanted to buy something in particular. I think Ikaruga's glasses, well, they're not hers, like, they don't belong to her, but I feel like they, the glasses suit her a lot. I think they really look good on her. Mask, sophisticated glasses. Yeah, I remember these. They're everything but sophisticated. Pacifier, nope. Hashtag, nope. Let's see, eye patch. Come on, an eye patch. We already have, I think, like, 2 characters with eye patches. I don't know. Let's see how it looks like if we put an eye patch. I'm pretty sure it's gonna go like on top of whatever they already have on, like an eye patch on top of another eye patch. Pom poms, beads. Oh, these are like so flimsy and terrible. I don't like those. Let's see, rabbit ears. Sure, why not some rabbit ears? Whatever. You know, when you're going through like an anime style adventure, you always gotta have the rabbit ears. You always gotta have like the cat ears and the cat gloves and that kind of stuff. Chinese hair buns, those are nice. Flower headdress, warrior's headgear, military cap. Ooh, green. That's nice. Again, you know, I like the military attire for Katsuragi. Let's see, what else do we have? French maid. Alright, why the hell not? Let's buy at least one. Let's not buy like both colors. I mean, that might be a little bit of a waste. Let's actually try and get as many different outfits as possible. So which one do we like, blue or yellow? I recall liking the yellow one. There we go, 9,718 already, jeez. We already have the red shrine maiden. No, wait, we don't, but now we do. Yellow or pink pajamas. Armored bikini. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Spandex unitard is exactly what you think it is. It's really nothing special. Red or blue? Cheongsam. Red or blue? I'm assuming that kind of combines well with the Chinese hair buns, because it's a Cheongsam. Let's see, what was it? Let's see. I guess like the more... I'm gonna go for blue. The more common one is the blue, or the red one, I guess. Naughty Apron. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Naughty Apron is literally just an apron and nothing else. Magical Girl, that one is a little big, wide. Kindergarten Smock, we already gave a big resounding nope to that. We can only afford one more, so what do we want? Pajamas, armor bikini, I guess, I think the next best thing, I get the pajamas. Which color do we want? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's go for yellow. I'm already detecting a lot of pink. Okay, let's take the remainder of our money and do maybe one or two lingerie lottery. I can't believe I'm actually saying that out loud. I'm saving up my money for the lingerie lottery. So, the trick of this is to just give out a 100 zenny for everything. Climactic! Whoa, my god, what kind of fantastic climactic underwear we're gonna get. Oh, well, actually, that is pretty climactic. I like that. Anyway, I mean, I'm not a woman, so I wouldn't really know if it's, like, practical or comfortable in any way. I have no idea, but me, as a man, I kind of like it. I'll probably, put it on somebody eventually. I mean, it's kind of weird how there's a much wider and bigger variety of underpants than there is actual clothing. I don't know. I mean, I would really have to look at a developer diary or a documentary or something that goes behind the scenes of the whole thing to actually show, like, oh, you know, it actually costs this amount of money to make one outfit, you know, that kind of stuff. So I'm assuming that the underpants cost less, significantly less, if they're gonna make so many of them. Alright then. So I think I'm gonna stop right there. I mean, I can just keep going on and on and on until I eventually get a repeat. I'm gonna be there forever. Yeah, so the trick is to just, you know, keep paying 100 at a time, and eventually you're gonna get some new ones. Obviously, there will come a time where the percentage of luck is gonna be very low, and you're gonna get a lot of repeats. But again, you know, unless you increase the money and it goes up by a lot, I really don't see it being worth it that you spend money on that. So, a lot of these outfits I know no microphone connected because, you know, PlayStation TV. So, we have the uniforms, and that's one thing, but then the Shinobi outfits are completely different. So I have, the outfits for all of the characters, at least the ones that we have so far. We got some French maid. Let's see how that looks. Me. I don't know. There is actually, like, another, like, a DLC French maid outfit that is way, way skimpier. It's essentially a bikini and, like, the maid style, which I think it makes more sense, you know, but you've seen this big bulky maid outfit and, you know, with all the girls having ginormous breasts and everybody looks a little wider, not fatter, but wider. Let's take a look at this one. Now, again, this one looks something more like something a Karaga would wear or something. I don't know. I think I'm the only person in the universe that actually looks at the outfits and actually says, does this make sense? Yeah, it's weird. Nobody thinks about that. A normal guy would be like, oh yeah, this is hot, and they would just, you know, choose that. But for me, I'm like, does this make sense for the character? Or does this actually suit her? Does it fit her? I don't know. I don't want to keep, like, the normal, generic-looking one, so. For transformations, just for experimentation, just to see how it looks like, screw it. Let's go for the French maid. And how about this one? This is going to be, like, the more visible one that we're going to be seeing on the longer term. I remember at the beginning I put like an old Hanzo uniform on her. Obviously the brown one, I mean brown, it looks more red to me. But sure, I mean, she uses a little bit of red, so that might be good. We can use the normal school uniform, but again, that looks very kiddie. That looks something that Hibari would wear. And of course, I'm very anal about, oh, you know, it doesn't make sense. Frilly uniform, school swimsuit. I remember putting the frilly uniform on her for a while, and it worked pretty well. Nah, that's not a uniform. That looks like something a pop idol would wear. Okay, you know what? I feel like that goes alright. Let's just do that, and again, you know, we can always come back and change it, but because we're gonna start off a chapter, and usually we can't really, well, we can get out of a chapter whenever we want, but you know, I kind of like it that it's automatic, so you can just kind of blaze through the whole chapter in one sitting, without having to get sent back to the hub, and then having to go and choose the mission again, you know, it's more efficient. Those actually look nice. Now what about that? Ooh, where's the new one that we got? Like 69, I think? Those things on the side, they might get in the way a little bit. Yeah, these are the ones that we just bought. Now, sure, whatever. These are new. Let's show them off. Although the problem might be is that, oh, yeah, the problem is this, is that if we wear our normal outfit, you're gonna have those little strings coming out of the side and the front. That might look a little weird, but, you know, whatever. We can also change hairstyles if we want. I mean, I don't really screw around with the girls' hairs all that much. Unless, again, as soon as you finish playing the game 100% and you're getting bored and you want to change things up a bit, then yeah, like, I do change a lot of hairstyles. But for the time being, I'm kind of fine with how I had it. Oh, wow, that actually looks really good. What do you say? Do we leave it like that? Nah. I feel like just keep it there. It'll make her more easily recognizable. And it'll be more confusing later on when we, you know, right now we're not supposed to know who Yomi is. So getting her hairstyle will be a little confusing, I don't know. So we're gonna keep, I think we're just gonna change the clothing for now. Okay, so we have 10 minutes of the episode going, so I think it might be a good time to just start doing this one. At the very least, let's do the initial dialogue, yeah. So whenever you set off to go on a mission, all of the characters usually go like, good luck, see you later, have a nice day. And because everybody is out, down and out, you only have Daidoji going, see ya. The guy has a very stern look on his face, like, they are all dead. You know, I'm kind of impressed that there's actually, like, a man here. You know, it's not usual in these kinds of games to have men, you know, walking around. And here, well, at least there's one. Yes, go and get some payback. Go Django Unchained and all these people and just start kicking some ass. Yes, and there's only one of us. So, yeah, that plan is gonna go smoothly for sure. You know, I don't know if it's because of the outfit that she's wearing, or just in general, but Asuka's boobs look like she just grabbed like 2 soccer balls and put it under her shirt, and there we go. I don't know, I guess the outfit just makes them pop out a little bit more. And again, you know, this is a very obviously fictional game, and, you know, the breasts and the proportions are all incredibly out of whack, you know, like, they're so unrealistic, but... you know, whatever. Nah, she doesn't look injured, she's fine. Well, I guess the rules state that we have to fight back, right? So I think they're waiting for us. I don't see why they would come and fight again, especially how arrogant they were before, I don't know. Yeah, but that won't heal their wounds now, would they? They're just gonna make them even weaker. Nope, I think they should stay in the nurse's office because for some reason they're just going to completely heal them up entirely. No, I think we should just stay here and devise a plan. Wait for them to heal, and if they come back again, we'll kick their asses again until they come up with some other weird excuse for why they actually won instead of us. So we're gonna go Rambo and just face everybody all on our own, huh? I think you'd buy them more time with just staying here and preparing and waiting for them to come here and then kicking their asses rather than going straight to the beehive and trying to kick their ass there. If anything, you're going to incentivize them to fight back again. He's happy like, yeah, she has a good brain in her head. No, she doesn't. No, dude, you're the teacher here. Aren't you supposed to know? Nah, whatever. Well, that's, yeah, sure. Whatever. Alright, go ahead and give it everything you got. I guess she knows that she's the protagonist. And, oh! Suddenly she's there. In like 2 seconds, she just teleported over there. It's actually next door. Like, you know, the school is actually just down the street. And all of the snow is just for decoration. Alright then, so we're fighting Shiki first. Yagis. All of these weird nicknames are kind of weird. And, you know, again, you know, the dialogue, the English dialogue is paraphrasing. You know, that's the word that I was looking for before. I never said the word paraphrase before. I said, like, oh, creative control, or it's weird. No, but that's exactly what it is, you know. In the translate, they're not directly translating it. They're literally paraphrasing. They're taking what they mean to say, and they just put it in different words. Well, I am the protagonist, and if I die, I guess there is no game. So, I guess she knows that in her head. Like, I can't die, the writer said so. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and kick some ass. Push it to the limit. Did you get snaps for that? What does that mean? Like snaps, like when you're in like in a hipster cafe, like when you do that? Oh yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Man, you're so friendly and so aggressive. I'm totally gonna have to kill ya. You know, judging how by our team, you know, just got hurt and none of them died, I feel like none of these girls from the opposing team have it in them to kill anyone. You know? It's like they bark a lot, but they never bite. That's frustrating. I mean, it's not like I want the girls to die, far from it. But still, if they're gonna do something, you gotta do it. Don't just be like, oh, well, I was just playing with you. I'll come back and really show you what I got going. Like, stop it. Stop it. You're not fooling anybody. You're all pussies. Okay, here we go. We're in a different venue now. We're in Guessing Girls territory. Let's go and kick some asses. Hopefully I'm not rusty from all of these days that oh great! I've punched 3 times and I already leveled up. Fantastic. Alright. You know, is it just me? Or do the graphics look better in this area? I don't know. I feel like a lot of the colors here and then the outfit and everything, I don't know. Maybe because I'm playing it on a TV, like on this big, nice looking TV. I've been actually watching some stuff on YouTube, some gameplay footage of the brand new Senran Kagura game that's coming out soon. It's called Estival Versus, I think. And so that kind of made me want to look into the chronology of the chronological order of all the games. So apparently, Senran Kagura started off as a video game series. You know, at first I made the assumption I was like, oh, you know, this is probably, you know, this probably comes from either an anime or a manga or both, you know. But no, it actually started out as a video game. And it started out as a video game on the 3DS of all things. It's actually a side-scrolling beat-em-up. Very similar to stuff like, I don't know, Final Fight, but slightly more hardcore. You know, obviously it has all of the stuff that you expect from a Senran Kagura game. You know, all of the aspects that you're seeing here, a little similar, but more 2D. I mean, they're still 3D models. They still have, like, their clothes stripped out of them whenever they get hurt. You can still do, like, aerial raves and stuff, but it's on the 3DS, it's a little bit more compact. It's a little smaller in scope. There are, again, you know, like, different types of clothing. You have, like, the normal uniform, then you have, like, the Shinovi clothing. Very similar, but obviously it's a lot smaller. The story mode is different. Actually, there's a certain amount of characters that don't appear here. Apparently, like, all of the Guessing Girls that we're seeing now in Shinovi Versus are brand new characters that did not appear before in the other games. There's another particular specific group of people that appear as villains in those previous titles that you'll see later on, but different. I don't know, I don't want to spoil it, you know? It's like good guys and bad guys, you know, that's why they made all the references in the story mode and these cutscenes, saying like, oh, you know, we survived the Hebijo school, right? So we'll be able to take these guys on, no problem. And so the Hebijo are, you know, is that group of girls from the previous game that obviously, as they say here, they beat them up, they won, and now they have this brand new threat, so yeah, so Shinovi Versus is essentially a sequel to those 3DS games. Apparently there's Senran Kagura 2 that, I don't know which one came first, Shinovi Versus or Senran Kagura 2. I'm assuming that because the second one is also on the 3DS, I'm assuming that is first Senran Kagura on 3DS and then there's Senran Kagura 2. And there's like a remake of the first one called Senran Kagura Burst, which is, I think, that's the one that you can actually buy here in America. You can buy it either in a box or you can buy it digitally. I found it digitally. It's, you know, it's out for 30 bucks, which I think is a good deal. I mean, I bought Bon Appetit because I'm an idiot for like $30. I mean, technically it's $15, and you can buy the quote-unquote expansion for another $15, which is not an expansion at all. That's a flat-out lie. It's actually the second half of the game that should have come with the game already, but they decided to just charge you extra for it. And they should have just put it out as a $30 game, and it would have been fine. But they knew that, you know, judging by how the game actually plays and seeing how bare bones it is in content, they thought, no, people are not going to pay 30 bucks for this. Now, $15, they'd be more than happy to pay for that. And we can just fool them into thinking that, oh, you want more? Then we have this special expansion that gives you more content than ever before. No, bullshit. They made a $30 game, and then they said, let's split it in half. And then just fool the people into thinking that we're getting them a cheap game. You know, in a way, it's good that they put it out as a $15 purchase, because if you don't like the game, or if you don't feel like you want more of it, which is highly understandable. I mean, the game is lacking in so many aspects. While, you know, a game like Shinovi Versus or the 3DS ones are so packed full of stuff, where it has like a very addicting, fun aspects to it. Like the fighting in these games, I think are very good. Obviously, you can have a lot of improvements, but I think it's solid, well made, and it's fun and addicting. But you know, having something like a rhythm game, you know, it's essentially like a horizontal Guitar Hero cut in half. You know, like it's only like 2 rows. It's lacking in a lot of things. So that's why, at the beginning I liked it, but the more I play it, the more I start to read between the lines, and I start to really dislike it, because there's so much more that could have been done that is not being done. And so, you know, I feel like they're reveling too much on the, yeah, we're this like titty anime that you know, we like the fan service, we embrace it, and, you know, have at thee, you know, we're video game junk food, take it, and that's what we like, you know, we're coming to terms with it. I feel like they're taking it a little bit too much to heart. I feel like they're taking it, actually no, not to heart. I feel like they're taking advantage of it. They're being like, oh, you know, we don't need to have more content. All they want is the boobies. So if we give them a gallery of a bunch of different outfits and stuff, you know, that's fine. And we don't need to have more. You know, let's just have them. Let's just put a rhythm game in there so that they can have an excuse to play it. And you know, the rhythm game is fun, but it's very average. Very, very average. The music isn't even all that good. I feel like the background music for this game, for Shinovi Versus, is a lot better than the music that they put out on Bon Appetit. You know, why couldn't they bring back a lot of older tracks? You know, you can do like Smash Brothers. You can put remixes, you know? Here's a remix of a popular song, or here's a remix of the theme song, or here's like a techno theme. Or I don't know, something different other than those, you know, like custom made, well, not custom made, like those songs, like those original songs that were made for the game, that just don't sound all that good. They sound like something out of a generic, like, 1980s CD, you know, like, oh, you know, free music, you know, so you can put on the background of your videos, you know? There's like 120 tracks of just like generic saxophone music or something like that. I don't know. There are some tracks that sound good. Most of them are the ones that have lyrics in them, the ones that actually have like singers on them. Those feel like they have more structure rather than all the other ones that sound like we're just making it for the sake of the mini game, you know? Like, they don't feel like songs. They feel like little music clips that we're using for the game and for the game only, you know? It's not like you can take the soundtrack out of the game and just put it in your iPod and listen to it, you know? There are very few songs that roll like that. Anyway, I'm getting my ass kicked, so I think I might have... No. I kind of want to save my transformation for later. I think I can do it. Her health is very low. So, come on. It should be an achievement. You know, it should be a freaking... I should be rewarded. You know, there should have been a trophy like that said, you know, oh, you get a trophy for beating an entire chapter without transforming even once. That would have been a great challenge to do. There should be like a golden or a silver trophy. But no, that's not it. They got very lazy with the trophies, and they said, oh, you know, let's just put a bunch of trophies for winning. You know, like literally just like completing one of the character's chapter stories, and that's it, you know? I feel like there's so many things out there that would have been good challenges, and they're just not there. There's even one like, oh, do 7,777 hits. You know, do like a combo that is like 77777. And, you know, even that one is like super easy. You just need to exploit like a little thing in the game, and that's super easy. All of the other ones are like, you know, peek up the skirts of like 5 characters. You know, something like very simple stuff like that. It really hasn't Doesn't have much to do with the game. Time's up, game over. Yeah, so I totally spoke over that whole thing. Because, you know, the gameplay is essentially the same, but it's good to fill in the space with some stuff. Let's stop right here. Yeah, you said you were going to kill me. You're all sloppy and slow. Nuh-uh. Look, I completely tore off all of your clothes, and I only have my skirt just a little bit ripped, but I'm fine. Why are you making excuses? Not like I couldn't just kill you now. Dude, excuses. Excuses, excuses, excuses. Why can't you just do it now? If you can kill me, I am the enemy. I'm clearly the enemy. You have something against me. You're the ones who issued the challenge. You're the ones who want to beat us. And you're saying like, you know, I could totally do the thing. Well, why don't you do the thing? And of course, you're gonna be like the whole, oh, you know, it's not a part of my honor, or, you know, I want this to be a fair fight. And look at that, you did get a fair fight. I kicked the asses of like 100 different enemies, plus you, with only having my skirt a little bit grazed. And you, I completely annihilated you, so what you gonna do? I didn't even have to transform. Shot the Chelpel. Is that her cell phone ringing? Shut up, that is so hilarious. Hand. Apparently, her hand is talking to her. There's probably some weird ninja jutsu, like a secret ninja art that allows her to have an invisible cell phone. People think she's crazy because it's like, hey, why does she have her hand pressed up to her ear? No, it's an invisible cell phone talking to Yaiko. I'll be like right there, it is midnight. Sure, we can go to the movies. Oh, and she just bailed. Fantastic, she just ignored me. Well, I guess that's one obstacle out of the way. It's like, I guess I won? No, you totally, definitely won. But, you know, she says, oh, I could totally take you on. I could just kill you now. And then suddenly, oh, phone call, later. Later, man, as the Super Beard Bros would say. No, come on, now you're all like deep breathing as if you were tired. Look, you're fine. You're fine, just keep going. Suddenly in the next scene, her clothes are going to be completely fixed again. It's weird. So apparently in Estival versus the new one's coming out for PS4 and Vita, thank God, because I don't have a PS4. And I've been meaning to get one, but I don't know, there haven't been enough games for me to justify a purchase of one. A D? Oh, come on, I did great. Screw you. Yeah, I really haven't had a good reason to get a PS4, but I have a Vita, and if there's going to be a Vita version for Estival versus, then that's going to be great, because I've seen the screenshots and everything, and the graphics look infinitely better than this one. I mean, don't get me wrong, the graphics for Shinovi versus look really good. I think they look great. Well, actually, obviously, when you're talking about a Vita game, and there are a lot of games that look really crappy, a lot of games that look really good, it's all about the art style, you know? Obviously, it's not like 60 FPS, 1080p, amazing texture resolution, but, you know, thanks to the art direction and just the colorful, just the way that they use color in this game, it looks good, you know? It looks good. And now that they're coming up with this new game, I feel like they're making everything a lot brighter, everything pops out a lot more. I feel like everything is changing for the better, and the transformation sequences are getting way more shameless than before. Wow. Also, a lot more characters. They're like double the amount of characters. It's getting ridiculous. Save this data? Sure. Okay, then, so I guess this is like a 30-minute episode. I did not mean to do that, but I guess that's the nature of a game like this. These are usually very long.